But let's talk about the women's Gamecock basketball team, man, who's right now 12-0 entering the SEC play. This team is for real. They won the championship last year. Guess what? I think they're going to two-peat. They beat down Coastal Carolina 102, to 39, right? Like I said before, they're the number one team in the nation. Here's the top five for you. We had Stanford, which the Gamecocks beat 13-1. That one came with the Lady Gamecocks going to Stanford and giving them the business. Number 2 is Ohio State, 13-0. Number 3 is Ohio State, 13-0. Number 4 is Indiana, 12-0. And Notre Dame, 10-1, right? The first game they play is on the 29th, and I will probably watch that game and give you my feedbacks on it. Man, Texas A&M, 5-5. Here's the thing. I believe the Gamecocks is going to do business. I think they're going to run through the SEC. I believe that when you have this thing in the chokehold, when you have a system like Don Staley has, guess what you got to do? You got to run with it, man. You got to continue to smash any and all competition. These Gamecocks don't need to play with nobody, right? They don't need to play with nobody. So I believe that they're going to run through the SEC, they're going to run through the tournament, and they're going to run through the NCAAs. They probably going to have trouble when it comes to the Elite Eight or so. And when I mean trouble, that's when they're going to start playing, more higher competition. I think this team should steamroll, right, throughout the whole year. Don Staley should be thinking about an undefeated season. UConn had multiple undefeated seasons. So South Carolina to be on that pedestal with UConn, because right now in women's basketball, especially college, you have UConn, who is the golden standard. If you're trying to be the greatest of all time, you need to look at what UConn did in the women's game in the last decade, from the 2010s to the 2010s. South Carolina could be this decade's UConn. They can be, and I think they will. I think they're going to probably two-peat. They probably going to two-peat. Let's look at the statistics, share with the players that are leading the stats. Zia Cooke, right now she's leading the Gamecocks in points, 14.1 points a game, 2.4 assists a game. She has 1.1 steals a game. She's 80% from the field, which is amazing. We also have Aliyah Boston, the reigning National Player of the Year in women's basketball. She's a walking double-double, 12.4 points per game. She's averaging roughly 10 rebounds a game, 9.6. She has 1.7 blocks a game. She's 60% from the field, but she's 74% from the free throw line. Yes, I wish she would bump it up just a tad bit, maybe 80%. But listen, if you can get a double-double, get a block a game, if she's that efficient, 60% from the field, guess what? You're going to win a lot of your games, because if Zia Cooke is not cooking, no pun intended, Aliyah Boston, right, is going to clean up, the cleanup woman. That's the old Betty White cleanup woman. That's Aliyah Boston, cleanup woman, man. Also, interesting news, Chloe Kitts, Kitts, Chloe, if I'm messing up your name, please, I apologize. I'm bad with names. Lucky Murray, when this channel get bigger, I am going to have a coach, a speaking coach, because Lucky Murray needs it. But, man, listen, this girl right here, 5-star player, amazing story. She was homeschooled. She did the virtual school in Florida, worked out with her dad as far as basketball, foregoing her senior year to be a part of the Lady Gamecocks program. They already 10-0. She flew with them to South Dakota. I'm about to say San Diego. South Dakota. I think she dropped 2 points. But this girl right here had connections with Don Staley in 2015. She actually took a picture with her when she was like 11. Don Staley was a part of this middle school camp. They took a picture. Who knew? 6, 7 years later, 8 years. I don't know how long it is. Do not quote me on that. She will recruit her. Now she's playing for the Lady Gamecocks from Florida. 6'2" guard, looking to do some damage. Here's her high school stats. 20.7 points per game, 9.8 rebounds a game, 1.7 assists per game. She'll probably be a player probably next year. Look out for her. She's probably, straight high school ball. She coming to the Gamecocks, baby. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. All right.